confusion sets in as Daniel Bwala, the new appointee to President Tinubu on media and publicity, spokesperson, media and publicity for Tinubu, says he is the president's spokesperson, and countered by Bayo Nanoga, who is also another special assistant on media and media and strategies. So now there's a confusion in the State House. I know when Daniel Bwala was introducing himself, he introduced himself as the spokesperson for the president. That was the role the former person, Ajuri Ngelale, was occupying. Unfortunately, Bayo Nanoga has also come out to say, no, we are equal and we are this, we are that. And after then, it looks like Daniel Bwala's role was, cut to size somehow. Let's dive into the details to see exactly Daniel Bwala's point. So Daniel Bwala breaks silence after appointment as Tinubu's spokesperson. So Daniel Bwala, a former aide to Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who was also in PDP, has assumed office as President Bola Tinubu's official spokesperson. With someone Daniel Bwala migrated from PDP back to APC anyway, and said he should not be addressed anymore as Atiku's spokesperson. Meanwhile, Atiku also said that Daniel Bwala has moved on. They should stop addressing him as his spokesperson because he's no more. So some writers keep saying that, keep calling him former this, former that. We agree it's former, but I think he doesn't want to associate himself with that role anymore. So we recall that last week, Tinubu had stunned Nigerians when he announced Bwala as his special advisor on media and public communications, State House. By another guy is special advisor on media and media and strategies, or media strategies, on communication and media strategies. So Bwala, who assumed office on Monday, said he was appointed to replace Ajuri Ngelale, who resigned recently on health grounds. So while familiarizing himself with State House correspondence on his first day in the office, Bwala said he would not be distracted by critics. I know that Nokpasa, Jesutega Nokpasa, went into flames, was shouting, on Mr. President for appointing Daniel Bwala, leaving them behind that have worked for him. Okay. So the newly appointed spokesperson said he will serve as the official spokesperson to President Bola Tinubu. So Bwala said by his appointment and designation, he replaces Ngelale, who stepped down from the position in September this year. So Ngelale had explained that he needed to stay away to deal with medical matters affecting his, nuclear family. So Bwala said, I only came to introduce myself to you and the role that was given to me by Mr. President. And I told you that role was once occupied by Ajuri Ngelale. So if you look at the description of my responsibility, special advisor to the President on media and publicity and public communication, State House, so that is self-explanatory. So the President is the team leader. Every other person functions as the President wishes, and the position I have been appointed into, the last person who occupied it was a spokesman. So, but for God's sake, we are all colleagues. We are not particularly bothered about who is this or who is that. We are working to achieve the mandate of Mr. President. So while giving further explanation, the new presidential appointee said, all of us are servants and aides to the President. Section 5 of the Constitution rests the executive powers of the Federation on the President, and he carries out his duty either by himself, through the Vice President, or the ministers of the government of the Federation. So what we're seeing here is that confusion has started for the first day Bwala went to work. You see that now everybody can see exactly what Ngelale was facing before Ngelale resigned. Ngelale just gave excuse to go. I'm sure that office was becoming toxic. Having somebody like Bayo Nanuga there and Femi Gbajabiamila mediating between them and the president, anybody that is not in the Southwestern caucus is not going to find it easy to survive. That is it. So now, even appointing Daniel Bwala is already facing opposition, facing criticism, starting with just to take an Okpasa from Delta State. It's not been easy. The guy came to the, online to cry on video. So, and so Daniel Bwala introduced himself as the spokesperson, but I think he's trying to position himself in a way that he might be ahead of the rest people, and Bayo Ananoga will not like that. I'm telling you, Bayo Ananoga is going to cut him short. So I will see how Daniel Bwala will survive in that office with the likes of Bayo Ananoga trying to be the boss. Okay, trying to be the boss. And again, Tinubu is busy creating offices for people. Meanwhile, Nigerians are suffering. So in the comment section, somebody is saying, just noise making driven by greed and stomach. Bwala represents the face of unreliability, untrustworthiness, shamelessness, etc. I suppose citizens shall begin to see him for whom he truly is. Fair-weathered fellow who speaks with the two sides of his mouth. That's what somebody saying here. He's calling himself the gospel truth. But so yeah, Daniel Bwala, we saw when he decamped from APC back to PDP in 2023, when he said that APC has left its founding ideology and can no longer continue with them. And he came back to PDP, worked with Atiku until after the elections, and things fell apart. He could not continue because probably funds or several things were not going the way he planned. Now he went back to beg Tinubu to belong to that camp again. And that was how he went back again. After slamming Tinubu under Atiku, slammed Tinubu like fire. Now he's back. And that is why some people are saying this guy actually slammed Tinubu when he went back to the PDP. But now he's back to APC and has been forgiven and has been given a role. So he is also trying to position himself for that role effectively. Can he be trusted? Like this person that wrote his comment is saying, can Daniel Bwala be trusted? But if there is a question, then who among them can be trusted? Can even Bayo Ananoga and all of them be trusted? Because is their interest that is driving their decision. Their interest is what is driving what they do. So I wonder how, if Daniel Bwala is the only unreliable person in that team. They are all there for their stomach infrastructure. So that is what is happening. Daniel Bwala has gone there now, and from day one is beginning to show himself as probably position himself as the head of all the special advisors on media, because he has them so many. Tinubu has created that office for so many, and one person must be the leader at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, just like Ruben Abati said during the morning show, that at the end of the day, it's only one person's portrait photograph that will be in that office when they finish their tenure. So who will that person be? Probably Mr. President will need to determine who that person will be. But the question is it the biggest problem of Nigerians? Why are we, leaving key issues affecting the populace and now talking about position? So let's see how Daniel Bwala will survive in that office with Bayo Ananoga.